the more you can keep the lights on and really strive to do what you got into the restaurant industry to do, which is providing a great guest experience, providing great food, giving a lasting memory. It's not sitting in the back office, even though it is so important to have that back office as tight as possible. I'd love to talk a little bit about getting into that back office and overall modernizing, right? I still think a lot of operators view this back office as a cost center, not really a growth engine. And as we both have just identified, people are being squeezed down on terms. There's areas to take advantage of things. There's only so much you can drive in the front of a house, but if you save $1 of expenses, that's $1 of profit. What are you guys looking to as an advisor to help restaurants modernize their back office and really turn what was once thought of as a cost center into that growth engine?
There's so much to that question. I think, we have operators that, hundreds and hundreds of clients across the country, if not thousands, that, we see the gamut, right? We see operators that come to us with Excel spreadsheets that are doing, their back of office work very rudimentary and manually, but then we have people that are utilizing software well. I think, one of the biggest things right now in, really creating that efficiency and profitability in the back of the house, we look towards leveraging as much software as possible. I think a huge thing right now really is making sure that you have a good accounting software, good inventory software that they talk to one another, because when you do that, you're getting visibility. And, from our standpoint, when we're talking about costs, right, we're talking about opportunities with everything that TAP can bring, that Cerboni can bring. It is visibility to make good decisions and save and spend wisely. And so right now, a lot of operators, we really want to increase visibility, and that's making sure that we have good technology in place, right? That we have integrations in place that create efficiencies, that make sure things are the best that they can possibly be. Because once they're not, they get fragmented. It becomes a little bit more hard to analyze that data and then be able to make the decisions we need to make. And I think, more importantly, bringing all these things together, whatever we can, creates time for the operator, right? Like the whole big thing here is, with growth and, making sure that we're consistent. In the end, it's about delivering a customer experience. The customer experience involves us being in the operations. It involves us being upfront. It involves us knowing that food and service and, everything within hospitality is 100%. What is hospitality? It's service, it's enthusiasm, it's results, it's contact, it's communication, all those things that really involve us being active within the business itself. We need to create time for our owners and our operators. And, that involves kind of taking that back of office, what you initially saw as this, what did you say, burden to the business, right? And really investing in it. And I think that's a lot of things that we bring to our clients. The services that we provide, they're an investment. They're an investment of your time. They're an investment to amplify your profitability. And, you really have to shift the thought process of thinking that this is an albatross or a burden. It is not. It's your opportunity. It's your opportunity to increase visibility. It's your opportunity to understand where every penny can be saved, because that's what we're looking for. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you save $1 in costs, it's $1 of profit, right? It's you bring in $1 of sales, it's not $1 of profit. So that's what the back office really represents. And getting back to hospitality, the more profit you have, the better you can give back to your client, right? The better you can give back to the guest. The more you can keep the lights on and really strive to do what you got into the restaurant industry to do, which is providing a great guest experience, providing great food, giving a lasting memory. It's not sitting in the back office, even though it is so important to have that back office as tight as possible. I mean, I'll flat out say it. I think when I look to the modernization of the back office here, one of the most important things is you need to have an expert who knows how to set it up to do it the right way the first time. I work with a lot of groups who will try to build some process together, but they don't know the right way to do it. And so then it ends up with just more of a headache than they're really bargained for, right? Or it ends up with a 9-month rollout, or it ends up with an inventory system that doesn't integrate with their accounting system. And you want to make sure that you're working with someone like yourself, and you're working with Cerboni, where hey, make the investment early. It's going to be better. It's going to set you up for success. And for every dollar you invest in the back office, you're going to get it out in profit. It's going to happen. There's so many leaky moments in the back office that if you can have that expert set it up, you're just setting yourself up for success.
100%. And I think that's an excellent point. I would say probably, when it comes to Cerboni's clients and how we get clients, I think the number one source is going to be word of mouth. When people use Cerboni, they recommend Cerboni, and we're extremely proud of it, right? All the way up to being 100% 5-star Google review. But the second way we get it is people come to us broken. And that's it's my systems aren't working. This isn't connecting. It wasn't set up right to begin with. And I think one of the most important things to understand is we need to customize, and we need to understand what is the objective. And that way we can really speak to what an operator needs. We can identify that, and then be able to customize appropriately and build correctly so that the systems are in place and they're synergistic with one another, giving you great data, giving you accuracy, timeliness, all those things, so that we can make good decisions and spend our time on the front. So it's an absolute opportunity. It's an absolute opportunity, and it's something that unfortunately a lot of people don't recognize on the forefront. And so then it's a cleanup and then resetting up. So it's a good thing to always set up for the first time.
We see the same thing all the time. Most of the restaurants who end up working with us are looking for that consultative approach because they've tried something before and it didn't work the way they intended. And they've identified this is an area that we need to make change within. And sitting down with someone who understands them ultimately gets them to their goal faster. And I think that's why it's so important to work with someone like yourself, or, I feel quite proud of the support that we provide here at Tab, understanding what a restaurant goes through, being empathetic, willing to answer questions at any time of the night, and ultimately building a system that's built around your circumstance. It's not just an out of the box, off the shelf. Like the amount of people that come to us looking for help that have a product that would also be provided to us as a tech company is quite surprising. Restaurants are unique. They deserve to have unique products. And when they have unique products and unique expertise helping them through those products, they succeed. It's just, sadly, it can be difficult sometimes for people to see that right out of the gate. But once they've made that decision, it always, provides a really strong payback.